morning.
Red show of hands, who in here has a goal in life? Like you want to have a certain job position? All right. Now another show of hands, who in here needs at least more than 4-year college degree to get that position that he's qualified for? All right. So I think it's safe to say we can all agree on that college is important. We all need it, even though it's kind of hard to acquire due to prices and tuition. Even though that one university we want to go to is like $70,000 for tuition or something like that. So what I'm here to talk to you about is Obama's college plan, which he announced recently, back in January 9th to be exact, during the State of the Union address that he had. And on his announcement, he stated that he wanted to offer 2 years of free community college. And his plan that he's calling it is called the America's College Promise. And of that promise, it's pretty helpful. It's a good thing to have. And so of it, according to what I've recently got from political.com, the American College Promise is eligible for any student of any age, so it doesn't matter if you're like in your 60s or anything. It's for anybody, as long as you have the C+ average in class, and you're doing at least part-time hours in school. You can't just be doing like one class per semester. What's the point? And now, for a college to be eligible for the plan itself, it has to have educational programs which you can transfer the credits to other universities within that local state. So you can't just take a class. You can't be a community college that can't transfer the class you take. So what's the point of going there, right? Mm-hmm. And free is a crowd, the word free. So of course it's going to help those who don't have much money. But what about those who already have money? They don't care. $2 grand out there. So, but who are the people that agree with the plan, that don't mind it being free? Well, White House Director Cecilia Munez thinks that Obama is making college the norm, just like how high school is the norm. Everybody's going to high school. Everybody, you've been there, you dropped out, or you've been there, you graduated. Everybody done it. And so that's a good thing. To have it be, everybody needs some type of education so you can be qualified to get the job that you want to get a better paycheck, increase the zeros you get. And so what I got from WashingtonPost.com, another state that agreed with the Obama's college plan would be Tennessee. They announced that they were on board with this idea. So starting this year, they stated that all citizens of Tennessee will have 2 years free of community college. And as for tuition, who's paying for it, White House stated that that the federal government would at least pay 75% of the tuition fee, and that the state itself would pay the other portion. And that's a good thing. Everyone else would pay $70 grand a couple of semesters in college. That's too much. And in conclusion, that's a pretty good deal. You know, everybody needs to get around their education to get the job position they want. You know, it helps the middle class for those who can't get the job where they need a certain amount of education to get where they want to be. So, in a way of saying, you know, everybody has a chance to go big. And big things start to have small beginnings. So, what's small to those who want to be big?
Questions for Norris? A couple of questions back here.
So, where does the government get the funding for this? How is it practical for them to do this plan?
Well, I would think it would come from taxes, or those who already paid tuition for their college, I believe, FAFSA and stuff like that. So I would think the money would come from there.
Most countries already do it. So Iceland and stuff, you already get your college for free.
And I know third world countries, their equivalent to a high school diploma is an associate's degree. So they automatically have this level of learning automatically in third world countries that are much poorer than that.
Sarah?
So we can do it.
It's okay.
The question before was here. Yeah.
Don't you feel like it might be a little bit overpopulated right now? Like, there's already like hard time finding parking spots and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Like, wouldn't you think that'd be like way overpopulated?
Yeah, I know. It's not happening now. They still have to wait for Congress to approve of the plan. Other states can still go along with it if they want to, but mainly they have to wait for Congress to agree with it. And I do think that would be a main problem in schools getting overpopulated. But if the college itself is still getting this money from the federal government or the states paying the college, they should get enough money to, build an extra building. Or like on this campus, they might have a CLA, C, and D to go along with it. So yeah.
Okay, high school is not free, you still have to pay school tax.
Yeah.
What are any of his qualifications for when he says it's free college, as in, if you're middle class, high class, low class, price point, how would that work?
When I researched it, they didn't like name exactly what kind of price or what range. He pretty much just said just 2 years of tuition from any community college that's eligible for it. So either way, you still have to take a certain amount of class, so it can affect that student. Like I said, you can't take like 1 or 2 classes per semester for it to work. So I'm not sure what's the price range for it to be effective for a student in particular. Check.
Do you think this has more positives than negatives, this situation?
I think it has like an even amount, kind of balances. Because there's another thing I forgot to mention in the speech. But the mayor of Chicago and chief of staff of the White House, he recently found out that there's going to be over 200 new jobs, positions in Chicago in the next 10 years. But not even 100,000 of community college students will be eligible or like good enough skills to be in that position. So in a way, it will still help out the workforce if everybody can have those skills to take that job or to get better. So I think it would balance out.
And essentially doing nothing nowadays though.
Yeah.
With this being the last year of the Obama administration, what do you think the success chances are for this to be approved, enacted, and the tax laws to be reworked so that the funding can be applied, and then to be carried on through the next presidency with only a few months left of his presidency?
Well, like I said, it has to be approved by Congress, and most Congress are Republican. So he still has the proposition, the plan. So maybe if it doesn't happen now, if the next president agrees with it or wants to have it work again, maybe they will try to work on it and see if they can make it happen. Or if it does happen, and Obama gets it approved before like this last year is done, it could possibly carry on. That's up to the next president if he still wants it to go on.
Do you think that the high school education in some parts of America are failing our students to qualify to become or have the opportunity? Because I'm sure they're going to have stipulations on how they're going to allow people to go to school for free. Do you think there's a need for higher education for people to even qualify to come into community college?
Well, yeah, I do.
Something that's going on in
There are
the
some high
public schools
schools
that is
that
not working for everyone?
Well, there are probably some high schools that don't have like a large amount of graduation students who are actually want to go to college and stuff like that.
Right.
But what I think is also helpful about having 2 years of free community college, for those who are afraid to go to college or think, oh, what if I'm not the person that's good for college? What if I'm not the college type? Well, the first 2 free years, that's a good way to find out right there. So just going there and then you can figure out, like, oh, this isn't bad, this isn't hard, I can do this. Then they can do the next 2 years and get their 4-year bachelor. So the first 2 years would be a fresh start for somebody to catch on.
But do you think we should be paying for people to experiment with whether they want to go to college or not? I don't know if that's, I mean, I get what you're saying, 100%, but there's going to be people who are going to go for like a year and be like, oh, well, I would like another 2 years of high school.
I think they'll probably put very strict regulations on to even qualify to be in a free program.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna get a C student versus an AB student from high school,
With Jill
it's like a
Hunter.
scholarship.
Versus no Jill Hunter.
Norris, do you think people will really take advantage of it? Sometimes when things are free, people don't find any value to it. Oh, education is free now, so I really don't have to go.
True. Well, right or wrong, if it does happen, I don't think somebody will take advantage of it right away. But like as time go by, and like gas prices go up, and taxes get worse, and they think, oh, I need a better job, or I need to get in a certain position where my paychecks are bigger than what they are now. I think someone would like, put themselves in the right place so they can understand what to do and how to do it, how to get what they need. So yeah.
What do you think how much the program will cost? What do you think like approximately?
Yeah, they said within the next decade, it'll be a total of $60 billion.